pod where we explore the latest trends going on in this housing market. I am your host, Dustin Anglum, and here we have Alicia Ellison with us. She's been in the real estate industry for a couple of years now. Welcome to the show, Alicia.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start by discussing our current housing market. What are you experiencing right now?
Right now in this housing market, I would say this is definitely a seller's market. We're experiencing multiple offers. Very competitive market to be in. I would definitely say that it's also one of our toughest markets right now, but we are, we're working very hard to make sure we're doing the best we can.
That's great for sellers. So what would probably be your top advice for someone that's on the fence or thinking about selling their house?
I would definitely say make sure to price your house or land according to the market. Make sure that you're not overpricing your property. Make sure that working with a realtor, we're going to make sure that we are able to run some numbers for you, doing a competitive market analysis that's going to give you an accurate number for your property. And that's really, really important, so that way we can take care of you and just make sure that you're getting what you need and out of your property.
That's great. That's great. So what are some common mistakes that you've seen recently with sellers when working with them?
I definitely would say, I think I kind of touched base on overpricing your property. That's major, because overpricing your property very early on can be very concerning if, you're wanting to sell fast. We would need to start by pricing it correctly. I would also say that, not taking care of minor concerns. Those minor concerns typically are one of the huge concerns for majority of people. You may think that's something small to you, but then it's major to somebody else. So taking care of even the little things can go a long way.
And you kind of touched on this a little bit when you talked about a CMA. But speaking of selling at the right price and starting at the right price and not being too overpriced, how can you help them determine where that sweet spot is? Where do they need to start at? What price?
Absolutely. So whenever someone comes in and they're trying to sell their property, whether it's land, a house, commercial property, whatever it is, we make sure that we do not overprice your property. We are giving you a competitive market analysis, which we go out 6 months from the day that we are actively looking for you, the day that you come in and list with us. We're going out from that date 6 months out and seeing what has sold in the past 6 months, which I think is very crucial because you don't want to go out years because lots of things have changed in the past few years. So I think going out a few months can narrow down on an accurate number of what your property's worth, and that's very, very crucial when listing a property. And that can take some time for us to do, but we definitely do our best to come up with the right number for you.
So when it comes to marketing a home, what are some strategies that you have found more effective or most efficient in today's market?
I have found most effective is definitely professional photography. Touring a home as well, video tours. I feel like those can be very beneficial for trying to get a feel inside your home, just making sure we capture that. Because pictures, they can only take you so far. So I feel like doing video tours really gets someone a feel for the inside of the home. I think those are super beneficial. And as well as, we could do flyers as well. We love to do flyers. We do lots of different marketing tricks, but definitely those top two are my favorite.
So, how important do you think it is for a seller to work with a real estate agent versus doing like a for sale by owner? What are some advantages that we offer?
Right. So I think that, for sale by owners versus working with a realtor, as realtors, we follow the law. I mean, that's what we went to school for. We make sure that, we're following everything that we possibly can when it comes to contracts and paperwork. You may not see that with a for sale by owner. I think that, we're very planned out and timely when it comes to what we need to do. We make sure that we get the best for you. We make sure that we are, timely accounting for everything that we need to do. And so I think it's very, very important.
Absolutely. So now let's talk about the whole sales process. So once the seller gets in contact with the real estate agent, and once they go through the process and they get that house listed or land listed, so what does it look like from there on?
Yes, so you're probably going to expect multiple showings. And if that's the case, it's good to keep your home clean. That can take a huge part of whether people decide to purchase or not. Everybody has their different preferences, but I think, if you can try to kind of keep it, welcoming for people to come see your home when they need to come see your home, that's very beneficial.
Excellent. So before we wrap this all up, is there anything else that you would like to share with anyone listening, and anyone who might be on the verge of selling their home and they just kind of need a little bit to help them get over that?
We just want to make sure that this process is smooth and easy for you. We know it's a huge thing to do, and we are here to take care of you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Alicia, and thank you all for listening. Make sure you guys keep updated with all of our social medias. We're trying to get podcasts out there so that way we can inform both buyers and sellers and anyone that might be interested. We want to help keep everyone up to date.
If you have any real estate needs, make sure to call Lakeland 918-434-2700. And we all have a business card. If you want to speak with one of us specifically, please reach out. We would be happy to give you our contact information so that way you could work with us.
We also have a newly updated website as well, so make sure you check out www.lakelandneok.com. We completely had it redesigned, so let us know what you think.
Peace and love.